Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. We are here with an unpackaging here. Yes, indeed, from Provident Metals. And yes, indeed, this is going to help continue a series that I'm collecting. And this will get me caught up, thankfully. I was a little late on the draw for it because I've had some other things that I had to attend to as far as obligations and the like. You know how it is. You can't spend money you don't have, or at least you shouldn't spend money you don't have. But nonetheless, here we are. We're going to start this thing now. This is going to have the stuff to continue the Queen's Beast series collection, but it also has some surprises in it. So let's go. All right, here we go. So unfortunately, I don't have a box here to unbox, so this is an unpackaging, and they made it very convenient because it just has this little pull tab. So let's give it a whirl. Oh boy, that didn't really do much, did it? Crazy. Well, we'll just have to use some good old-fashioned grit here to unpackage this and pull out the contents. First thing we have here. Thank you for the People's Bullion Dealer, Provident Metals. Thanks for shopping with us. World of Choices and the like. All right, very good. All right, set that aside, and here is the package itself. Now, as we know, there's an invoice in here, and we are going to want to avoid showing some parts of that. Let's see here. Okay. We'll pull that out first, and now here's the goodies. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at this. Look at all this stuff. Wow. It just kind of spills out there for us all to see here. Very, very nice. Look at these pieces indeed. I am excited indeed. Here we go. The first things first is the Falcon of the Plantagenets. Had trouble pronouncing that when I first mentioned this. This is probably the weakest of the designs, as Silver Hudson 13 had mentioned, but it's not too bad in person there. Very good. And the gouache, I think that's how you pronounce that. It's French for a intricate pattern, is on the obverse of the piece. That's the one change between the, as the series went on, that the obverse had changed, and I'm glad they made this change. It was much better than the reticulated pattern they had on before that kind of looked like stucco. Made it very difficult to read the text, and in this, the gouache kind of gives a much more pronounced version, view of the Queen here. Very nice. I have a capsule for this, and I'll put it in the capsule later. But here is the Falcon side. All right. Very good. A nice coin, and this is very well done, and I don't see many marks on it, which is great. So that'll be great to add to the collection. I always get worried about buying sight unseen, especially for things in a series that you want to really be as good a quality as possible. So Provident looks like they picked out a good one for me there. Next, to continue the series, the whole collection here, we've got the gold version here, the 1/4 ounce, and that is nice. Very, very nice indeed. And there, we'll get a closer look at it. I don't want to finger that too much because that's 4/9 fine gold. So I'll keep it in the case there, or in this flip. And very nice detailed for the size that it is. You know, the one thing about these 1/4 ounce Queen's Beast coins is that they did them on a little bit larger planchet than you normally would see on a 1/4 ounce coin, which means that you can really see that design. That's great for those of us collectors who really want to see the design. But it's not too terribly thin. There's the reeded edge there. But it is thinner than a normal 1/4 ounce. I think the scratch you see there is on the... Well, we'll go ahead and pull it out here. Let's just pull this sucker out. Let's see the quality in it. There's a little bit of issues. I guess there is some scratches on it. On the face there, which is a little unfortunate. But other than that, here is the reverse. With this side looks pretty good. Very, very nice. 1/4 ounce gold. The Falcon of the Plantagenets. This will get me caught up on the series, for sure, which is nice. And the beautiful thing about it is it will also add a 1/4 ounce of gold to the stack. So it serves two purposes there. Indeed. Very, very nice. What's going on here with this now? It's like there's a... I thought there was a... Was there a spotting or something on that? Nope. That is just moisture from the hands. All right, very good. So that's the silver and gold for that. And then while I was placing the order, I got a little cart happy here. And I wanted to see, I'm always curious about nicely done Buffalo generic rounds. And this one from the Golden State Mint, it is the first time that the Golden State, that any private mint has mirrored almost exactly the background finish on the gold Buffalo. That is very well done. That is super impressive. Now this is completely generic bullion. There's no collector value to this whatsoever. But the Golden State Mint did this for Provident Metals, and I remember when it was Elemental did the Buffalo with the radial lines, which was super impressive. But this takes the cake because you see that background has that kind of rough, rustic edge to it, like what you see on the gold United States Mint version. So this is probably the best version of a generic Buffalo that I've seen yet. Super impressive. Provident Metals, bravo on that one. Great. So if you want generic bullion that's attractive, and you know, this might be one way to go. There's that. All right, next in line is the trade, the trade dollar. I wanted to get this piece too because I've seen some of your videos on it, and looked really cool for another generic bullion piece. A copy of the trade dollar. And very, very cool to see this and to add this to the stack. And boy, that is done very well too. You know, for these generic bullion, this is high quality stuff. I mean, I don't see any marks on that at all. This looks better than the Queen's Beast. The gold had some issues with it. Next is the Texas. This is one I've been eyeing for a while. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to get. I wanted to get the Pony Expresses too, and I'll eventually get the Aztec as well. But I just thought I better hold off and not get too much right now. But this is the Texas commemorative. Remember the Alamo? Very nice. A copy of it, and again, extremely well done. Nice sharp lettering. I love it when the lettering is sharp. I love the sharp detail in pieces such as this. I got two of those. I just couldn't help it. And then I got a copper. Yep, you got to get the coppers while you're there too, just for fun. This is not a way to preserve wealth. These are just for fun. There's that, and then the trade dollar copper as well. So there you have it. Let's put all these out so you can see it. It's a little bit of a fun purchase to do every once in a while. You got to have fun and keep up the collection and the like. And this is an example of that. So there's the gets for this time. This unboxing from Provident Metals. And now I'm all updated in the collection there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to y'all for watching, and encourage you to please rate, comment, and subscribe. A multitude of kitty-tude to you all. Softy Kitty.